Welcome back to Auto Legends. Today we dive into something that doesn't just bend the rules of overlanding, it deletes the rule book entirely. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz Zetros 6x6 camper. This is not a van, not a truck, not an RV. This is what you buy when you stop asking, can we get there? And start asking, what part of the planet do you want to conquer next? Let's start with the exterior, because that is where the Zetros announces its attitude before the engine ever starts. The front end is pure military-grade intimidation. Upright grille, deep-set LED matrix headlights protected by steel, and a bumper that looks like it could punch its way through an avalanche. The proportions are enormous even by expedition standards. 3 locked axles, towering ride height, and tires that would look at home on a Dakar support rig. The wheel arches are boxy and armored. The step rails and skid plates are not decoration. They are functional survival hardware. The camper module is blended cleanly with the chassis, not looking like a bolted afterthought, but like it was born with the truck. Expect aerospace paneling, external gear hatches, roof-mounted solar, jerry cans, shovels, spare wheel cranes, and a ladder that climbs to what is essentially a roof deck of self-sufficiency. Nothing on the body looks fragile. Everything looks like it has a contingency plan. Slip around the back and you get a sense of scale that's hard to translate over video. A normal expedition truck looks like a toy next to this. The departure angle is huge, the rear framing is overbuilt, and you immediately understand that Mercedes didn't design this for highways. They designed it for Earth that doesn't have roads. Inside the camper, briefly, because this channel is about machines, not hotel decor. Think more off-grid apartment engineered by a defense contractor than glamping hut. There's climate control, insulation that kills the weather, modular bedding, induction cooking, filtered water, battery and solar stacks, and a cabin that is acoustically and thermally isolated from the outside world. You could park on the Arctic ice or Saharan gravel and live like civilization never left you. The actual driver's cab is classic Zetros but future-proofed. Big analog feeling controls where it matters, digital brain where it counts. Visibility is commanding without cheaping out with panoramic glass. This is an environment meant to be driven for days, not minutes. Ergonomic stamping. And control surfaces are military grade, but with Mercedes refinement layered in. Performance is where the Zetros 6.6 unplugged from the RV world and plugged itself into the heavy equipment world. Under the hood, a high-torque diesel built for uptime, not Instagram. The exact numbers vary by spec, but the figures are the kind that move oil rigs and armor, not kayaks. The 6x6 drivetrain with locking diffs gives you mechanical grip that simply ignores terrain. Sand, ice, washboard rock, mud. This truck doesn't care what's under it. Gearing is short, controlled, confident. You drive this like a machine with authority and weight, not with feather-footed van manners. Noise isolation means you hear the engine as intention, not as fatigue. Stability is extraordinary for a vehicle this tall and this loaded. The chassis was designed for punishment first, then made livable second. Yes, it will cruise highways without drama. Yes, it will climb grades that would stop lesser rigs cold. But the real performance metric is not 0 to 60. It's 0 to anywhere. This thing is built for people who plan their travels with latitude and longitude, not with campground websites. It's built for environments where failure is not inconvenient but existential. And it carries the Mercedes badge not as luxury marketing, but as a guarantee that the metallurgy and systems behind it were engineered by people who build trucks for people who do not get to lose. The 2026 Zetros 6x6 camper is not a dream vehicle. It is a permission slip to draw a route on a globe where the lines go over blank land. That is why it exists. That is why it matters. This is Auto Legends, and you just met a machine worthy of the name.